But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is it by pressing this big button? I didn't do anything. 535. There's one up there. I don't know. How do I dismantle? He hasn't given me any clue. Maybe I'll go up here and press this one. 4. So there's a 4 up here. Am I meant to press one at a time? He hasn't really given me that much of a clue. It's just like dismantle. How do I dismantle this? It won't let me do anything. Maybe I'll just go to power facility. Well, I press some buttons. Seem good enough. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Oh, okay. Or maybe I should control. Maybe this is me.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So what you're saying is I should press on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
I wanted control.
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
I wanted control.
off and leave.
It's not my fault!
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
It's a bit mean.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh, fuck, what'd I do?
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
No!
Oh, goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Why would you do that to me?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes.
Did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One?
Yes,
sold?
of course it can.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
4. That's 4. God, this guy's a fucking psychopath.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
There's no free.
You made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh, that's unfair.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to
Hopefully,
pieces.
I know
Will
what
you
I'm
cling
doing.
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Come on.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I think I died. Wow. Apparently that didn't do it.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Do I really need to do all it over again? Do I
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So as if I've
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
I'm looking through.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Yes, terrible
And so
secret.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh wow, I got an achievement. You can't jump.
5. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing
I
full well
didn't hear him the first time,
yet
so
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, that was sheer luck.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Turn left. Straight down. Da 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 da. Right. Fucking better do it right this time. I'm gonna actually listen to him and say no. I don't want anything to blow up on me. But yeah, he's right. I did change.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Right. Okay. I understand.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I don't know.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It said mind control facility, so what? Seriously?
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Whoa.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I thought I'd be able to fit through.
One of them, eternally monitored in this place, where freedom meant nothing.
Mine is somewhere.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
It is unthinkable.
Was it even possible?
That
Had
this
he
is the
truly
second time I had
spent
to
his
fucking
entire
do
life utterly blind to the world?
So,
But here
what
was
have I
the
learned
proof,
so far?
the
Don't
heart of
fuck
the
around.
operation. Controls
Listen to this
labeled
guy.
with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
I turned it off. Wait, does that mean I've died? If I turn it off? Because surely he was controlling my mind. But where am I supposed to go?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Anyway.
Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh, I'm going down.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
I feel like this is
That
fake.
was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Come on.
Stanley
it's fake.
stepped through the open door.
It's fake. He's lying to me.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
It's fake.
The feeling of liberation.
It's a lie.
The immense
Cake.
possibility
Where's the
of a
cake?
new path before him.
Oh wait, wrong
This
game.
was exactly the
playing that
way,
earlier.
right now, that things
game.
were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I thought there was an end to the end. Beat the game. I thought there was an end to this game. Come on. That can't be it. Okay, so I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So apparently I've beaten it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Okay, so
well.
we're gonna ignore.
Perhaps
we're
he
gonna
wanted to
just try
stop by the
everything.
employee lounge
We are
first,
gonna do
just to
everything.
admire it.
I don't want to do that
The
crappy
lounge
story you
was
said.
sublime, a work
okay.
of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
And so
through
he
here.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got
And I'm
back
going
on
down.
track.
This is different. Okay, this is very different. This is gonna be mind-blowing.
But
or
Stanley
something.
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
I don't know what he was
Oh
thinking.
dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I don't know, what am I meant to be thinking? Because I am kind of
Now,
lost
let's
my mind.
see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Now.
No! This isn't
Oh,
right
wow.
at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to...
I've already been here. I already know
Who
the
am I
spoiler.
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Maybe you should just blown it up.